Back! Back! Back, you demons! You'll get no datas from me! Back! Begone with you! Back! Back off! I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm here to give you some datas. I'm here to give you that juicy information that you've all been craving. A little while ago, I ran a poll. I ran 2 polls, actually. We're only going to go with the data from one of them. The Manga Monday poll. The Fighto Friday poll is still going and will be going until Friday. At which point I will do this video, but again. That should be exciting. I haven't looked at it at all. I have no idea. But we're going to go through the Manga Monday poll. This is going to be quick and dirty. It's not going to be dirty. I don't know why I said that. It's going to be quick, though. 6 options came through on the poll, and y'all have been voting over the past week and a half, and the votes have come in, and they're interesting, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to run through from bottom to top, from, like, losers to winners. Okay, the biggest loser on this poll, to basically nobody's surprise, I think, is me reading the historical Chinese epic, The Romance of the Three Kingdoms, unabridged out loud. With 231 no's, 308 102 yes, and 94 extreme yes, we come in with a total of 59 positive votes for Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I imagine that if I had kept the Hell Nah slot around, it would be worse. People don't want to see it. Fair enough. Second worst, with 227 negative, 231 in the meh, 162 positive, and 115 strongly positive. We come in with a total of 165 for reading Full Metal Alchemist, the manga, which is the same as Brotherhood, essentially. I just want to go through the story again, and most people's inclination, from what I can gather, is, why? I've seen it before. Fair enough. That is the why, but fair enough. Next up, and these two are really close, like really close, within 5 or 10 on every metric. First, 20th Century Boys with a total of 434, which is strong positive, honestly. Strong positive. And then Vagabond with a total of 453. Both of these hit some weird notes and some difficulty. 20th Century Boys has trouble, I think, just from my interpretation, really breaking into the mainstream and capturing a lot of obvious, straightforward attention. It's got a little bit more intricacy to it, I think. A little bit more weirdness to it, I think. And Vagabond, being semi-unfinished, sort of exists in this wibbly space where I don't know if people are certain of it. But it seems to me that all those people who have actually read it don't mind at all that it's not finished, and those people who haven't read it use that as an excuse to not read it. Which, fair enough, but I'm actually more intrigued coming out of Vagabond losing this poll now than I was going in. Yeah. And then we get our 2 sort of podium. I guess, actually, technically, that is important to mention. Vagabond came in 3rd here. If we're talking podium, it's 1, 2, 3, and Vagabond is in 3rd. So, if I don't decide to pull again soon, it's already in the running. So all you Vagabond fans can be very excited about that, I think. Let's talk about the top 2, because the top 2 are what's really going to matter here, and they are really going to matter for a particular reason. You may have noticed that the top 2 are by the same author. That's pretty interesting. And they are in order, Fire Punch, and then Goodbye Eri, with about 49 votes between them. Total difference. Really close. Goodbye Eri is 1 volume. And that's why it's won by such a landslide, is because people have voted for it because they're totally okay with reading that and then reading something else. And so it got a lot of votes where people have a hell yeah on Goodbye Eri and a hell yeah on something else. And that bolstered its votes a lot. So, that's what we're going to read. We're going to read the 1 volume, 200-ish page Tatsuki Fujimoto one-shot web manga. I believe web manga. I'm not sure. One-shot manga, Goodbye Eri, as my introduction to Fujimoto's art and writing as a whole. Whether that will be the best introduction, I don't know, but it is only 200 pages, so I figure it's the least that I can bite off, and I'll definitely be able to try to chew it. And as an introduction, it'll be great because we will follow it up without another poll, with immediacy, with Fire Punch. So, over the course of the next couple of weeks, we will read and complete Goodbye Eri. I'm not going to rush it. I probably won't read more than 50 pages today. I'm not trying to rush it at all. I want to get it's a new artist, a new author, a new vibe, a new mode of storytelling, a new person entirely. And for those of you who are here for it, I have been thinking about manga fairly obviously. The last major manga that I read was Goodnight Poon Poon, and it was a trip. Go watch those videos, please. I did eventually run into a copyright issue with Goodnight Poon Poon, and we'll see how that shakes out as I start uploading more manga readings. They all got copyright struck, every single one by Shueisha, I think, in the United States, and I fought back and got them all back up. But that led to my channel being down for like 2 months, and I'd rather not repeat that, so I'm not sure what exact format I will do as we move into Goodbye Eri. I will try to keep as much of the manga in the video as I can, because it's extremely convenient to be able to just see the thing that I'm looking at, so that I can just show it to you. But I really, really also don't want to redistribute copyrighted content. It's not my goal. My goal is to create transformative readings so that we have a totally different experience than media. So it'll be iffy whiffy. Coming off of Poon Poon, I'm ready to get my world rocked by another piece of interesting work. We'll see. I have no inclination what Goodbye Eri is about at all. At all. Or Fire Punch. At all. Like, Fire Punch could be dramatic dystopian hellscape, or it could be fucking shonen action. I actually don't know. Goodbye Eri could be about suicide, or it could be about a chick who's leaving to go to the moon. I actually don't know. I don't know nothing. So, I'm going in blind as a bat. Come with me. Come with me. We'll read some manga. We'll experience some new worlds in interesting medias. I've got my trusty, extremely useful texts, which I might have to expand my collection of. I've got plenty of others, but these are the ones that are most relevant for manga and comics, and also graphic novels and comics and stuff. So I'm gonna have these around. Gonna reference them at some points during the thing, I'm sure. I'm really interested in seeing another artist's style, because I just came off of Poon Poon, and it's such a dramatically unique piece of work. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. There's a lot more me that gets put into a manga reading, because I actually fucking read it out loud, and I embody all of the characters and all the scenes and stuff, and am doing analysis as we go, as opposed to like at beginning and end. It ends up being a totally different experience, and so far I've really enjoyed doing it, and I really look forward to doing more of it. So I think my download is finished up. I've got the highest quality version of Goodbye Eri that I can get my hands on. I'm going to end this and go start reading it, so come join me. It's on the Patreon, or it will be. I'll see you there, and we'll read it until we're done. Thanks for voting in the polls. Thanks for waiting patiently for all the data to come through. Continue waiting patiently for the Friday data to come through. I don't know. There's a distinct possibility that Chainsaw Man will win it, and then we'll be Fujimoto'd Monday and Friday, and we'll just be in a Fujimoto sandwich. Which might be really interesting, especially, I don't know who this author is. I don't know what we're about to dive into. So, without further ado, thank you so much. I'll see ya. Please join the Patreon. Peace.